Alright, final section of Saber Vision, the draft special. Once again, we're here today with Andrew Norris. He's a Ravens fan. Yeah, simply put.
Sean O'Hare.
Yeah, and a golf fan. Alright, quarterback comparison. Just any comparisons time for the draft. Big name players we're going to be talking about are Cam Newton and Blaine Gabbert. Who would you rather pick?
Gabbert.
See, no, I would rather pick Newton in a way because I think Newton's boom or bust. He's a very good athlete.
Then why would you want to take a boom or bust?
Because we can get that boom. Boom, we can get that boom.
What if it's the bust, though?
Well, if he's busting, obviously it's not worth it.
Exactly.
Alright, then why would you pick Gabbert, sir?
Because he is a better quarterback. Newton's a better athlete. He can run like Tebow in that 40-yarder, touchdown, whatever. But I think Gabbert could make a difference in the NFL in a few years.
Yeah, well, what about Mike Vick? Before he started doing illegal things, he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, but he had an arm.
Huh?
Do you see how hard he can throw the ball and how
Do you see how hard Cam Newton can throw the ball?
Yeah, I don't care.
Exactly.
That
Word from
sense.
Andrew.
Doesn't make
AJ Green
sense.
or Julio Jones?
AJ Green.
Why?
He can stretch the field. He's a big quarterback, wide receiver, and
This is what happens when you spend too much time.
he can get around all those cornerbacks and stuff.
I accidentally called Nate Soldier a quarterback. Okay. I have to disagree. I have to go Julio. I think Julio's more of a playmaker and an athlete. He reminds me of a Steve Smith type player. He's got amazing hands. It's over there. I'll show you what he's talking about in a minute. I'm actually a Steve Smith fan. Here, I'll show you right now. Screw it. Here, I have a big Steve Smith fat head up there. If you'd see that. Shut up, Andrew. Julio Jones, I think, is a very athletic player. He's got great hands. He can make the big plays, and that's what a quarterback wants. He doesn't need. It's like comparing Randy Moss to Steve Smith. It's hard to do, but I would rather have Julio. All right.
I think they can both make the big play.
I think both of them will make big plays. Just watch what AJ Green did against what's his name? I can't think. Jimmy Smith, Colorado. But then again, watch what Julio did against Pat Peterson. They're both good. Final comparison that we can talk about. This one's two big name players and two have a little bit of controversy around them. Robert Quinn and Quan Bowers. Quan Bowers, if you don't know, has been inconsistent. He had an awful pro day and he had a bad knee injury. Robert Quinn took illegal benefits from his agent and got suspended by the NCAA for all of last year. So Quinn hasn't played football in a while. Bowers played inconsistent football last year. Bowers is a freakish athlete, both of them are. Who would you rather have?
Although I have Robert Quinn as 7 or 8 or whatever, I'd take Bowers.
Really?
Because he actually played last year.
When we were discussing this a couple minutes ago, you told me you would take Quinn.
I changed my mind.
Alright, well, I'm not changing mine. I'm taking Robert Quinn. Robert Quinn is a freak of an athlete. He's a beast. He gets a huge jumps off the line. He reminds me of a smaller Ndamukong Suh. Just an animal off the line, a freakish athlete. He's going to get after that quarterback. That's what team needs. I would love to see him here in New England. If we drafted Bowers, I would be thrilled. But, yeah. Alright, we did a few discussions.
They both
Now we want to talk about free agency. Two in particular, probably the two most intriguing. One who's probably going to get one of the biggest contracts ever handed out.
Nnamdi
Asomugha. Quarterback from Oakland. He's probably going to get cut. They probably don't have the money to sign him. Nnamdi, where do you see him going?
Well, I know I've been reading up, and I know the Ravens want him, but they're not going to get him.
Well, no, the Ravens might be able to get him if they can't afford him.
I know. That's why.
Yeah.
They want him, but I'm not sure where he's going. There's a lot of places he could go, but I'm not sure. I don't know. There's too many places to. He hasn't really said He hasn't really shown any places he wants to go.
I'm not really sure where he'll go. He's got a lot of places he can go.
He might even stay in Oakland. We're not sure.
He might even stay in Oakland. But if we know one place that is willing to throw out big money for big names, it's the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones, I went on a huge rant about how awful Mike Jenkins is and how great Prince Amukamara is. If you look at Prince and Nnamdi on the same field, that's insane. That is insanity. if Nandi went to Dallas, suddenly I'm afraid of Dallas again.
Sort of.
Sort of. Second person we want to talk about in terms of free agency is Santonio Holmes, the wide receiver for New York Jets. Where do you think he's going to go?
Jets.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
I think him and Braylon will both re-sign or stay with because I think they both left free agents, right?
Yeah, both
So,
their contracts.
I
are
think
done.
I know they both have said in interviews they both want to stay, and I think they like it. They like Coach Ryan, Rex Ryan.
Well, Rex Ryan can win with me playing wide receiver. Okay.
That didn't make any sense.
Santonio Holmes, if he gets cut by the Jets, and this is a big if, I think he probably will stay in New York. I don't want him to, because I think Santonio's a good player. I don't like the Jets.
He's a big
I
playboy.
mean, common sense tells you I don't like the Jets. That right there, even though it's baseball, should tell you I'm a hometown fan.
I sort of am.
I don't like the Jets. Anyway, if Santonio gets cut, you want to guess what I'm telling him? Where I'm gonna tell him he's gonna go?
Pats.
Pats. We need that deep. Now,
Yeah, but why would he want to go to the Pats? He's doing cartwheels on Gillette Stadium when he won. Why would he
why
want
did Neil
it?
Smith go to Denver a couple years ago?
I have no idea.
Exactly. Neil Smith was defense man for the Kansas City Chiefs. At the time, the Chiefs and the Broncos had a huge rivalry, and Neil Smith basically crossed the picket line and went to Denver and won a Super Bowl there. Santonio, I can see coming here.
Santonio's kind of
We need-
a mix of Julio and A.J. Green.
Santonio reminds me a lot of like a young, faster Deion Branch.
Yeah,
Anyway, that's another story. I see Santonio come here.
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, we have about 2 minutes left. We're gonna finish it up. Larry Fitzgerald. Do you want to tell him what Larry did?
Well, recently he said in an interview with someone that I don't know, he said that to any of his NFL.com, he said that in the interview
Any of the
that
young
to
players.
any of the young players on only the Cardinals, because he's on the Cardinals, that he would basically give them money or like let them stay at his house or anything because of
Not let him stay at his house.
I don't know.
The bank of Larry Fitzgerald is now open. The Cardinals players own. Arizona has basically. They have a lot of young players. Arizona is one of the youngest teams in the league. Because of that, they don't have the young players making a ton of money. Larry Fitzgerald has money. Larry Fitzgerald's going to get guaranteed a huge deal. Larry Fitzgerald is basically going to give money out to the young players if they need it.
Because of the lockout. Basically.
Because of the lockout. I see that as one of the classiest things. That's a team player. That's a team sport. I see it as class. Larry Fitzgerald, I'm calling you out right now. That is class, that is respect, and that was pride.
I think it's also I wouldn't have done it like how bad his quarterbacks was, and he still did pretty good last year. I think
Yeah,
it's
Larry
pretty.
Fitzgerald's still a beast.
I think it's like pride for him not to be. I think it was hard for him not to say he wanted out of Arizona with all of what was happening.
I'd love seeing him come here. I've actually heard some rumors that Larry might come.
Do you
come
think
to Foxborough.
Do you think he would ask Kurt to come back? Warner?
No.
You think so?
Here,
I don't know.
Twitter question. I'll send it out in a minute. Do you think Larry Fitzgerald would be a good fit in New England, or do you think Larry Fitzgerald will end up in New England? That's your question of the day. That about wraps up for the draft special.
No.
All right. That about wraps up for the draft special. Thank you for sticking with us. That's it. Just thank you guys. Enjoy the draft. It's gonna be a very exciting and fun one. I'm picking the Patriots trading up or down. It's gonna be a very interesting day. See you in Supervision. Thank you guys. And I know you want to say something.
Ravens roll.
I don't like him and I don't know him.